The media doesn't just tell you what happened. It tells you what to think, how to feel, and even how to behave. This isn't just about fake news or clickbait headlines. It's about control, quiet, psychological control that works so well you often don't notice it's happening. When we say media control, people think censorship, the stories that don't get shown. But it's far more subtle than that. It's in the framing of the story, the repetition of certain narratives, the choice of what gets highlighted and what quietly disappears. The media doesn't just reflect reality. It edits reality. And this isn't new. During World War II, governments perfected propaganda posters and state radio to shape opinion. Citizens weren't just informed, they were told how to feel. George Orwell saw it so clearly he turned it into fiction. 1984. Imagined a world where media and government merge into one voice, rewriting reality itself. That was 1949. But look around today. Do you really think the techniques have gone away? Or have they simply been upgraded for the digital age? So why does it work so well? Because it plays directly on how our brains process information. Take the framing effect. The same facts can be spun in opposite ways. One headline screams, job losses. Another calmly says, economic adjustment. The facts didn't change, but your feelings did. Or the availability heuristic. As Kahneman and Tversky showed, we tend to believe what we hear most often, not what's most accurate. Repeat a story enough times and it feels true, whether it is or not. And the logic behind it mirrors the UK's behavioural insights team, the nudge unit. Defaults, salience and social norms are used to steer choices. A headline acts like a default. The strapline makes certain details salient, and phrases like, most experts agree, Lennon's social proof. It's choice architecture for attention. Then there's the Werther effect. After Goethe's The Sorrows of Young Werther in the 18th century, suicides spiked as people copied what they read. Today, the same phenomenon appears when certain tragedies are reported, powerful enough that guidelines now restrict how suicides are covered. That's how strong suggestion can be. And don't forget emotion. Fear keeps people glued to updates. FOMO makes breaking news tickers irresistible. And anger spreads faster than any fact. Negativity bias means outrage is the emotion most likely to go viral. Finally, there's authority and social proof. A trusted anchor in a confident tone, multiple outlets repeating the same lines. As Maria Konnikova shows, we routinely mistake confidence for accuracy. The more certain they sound, the more you believe. The trick isn't always lies. It's what's emphasized, what's repeated, and what's buried where you'll never see it. What's the most blatant example of media spin you've ever spotted? Drop it in the comments. Let's compare notes. If the media can shape thought this easily, what chance do you have? More than you think, if you know the playbook. So how do you protect yourself from this kind of control? First, diversify your intake. If you only consume one outlet or one feed, you're not informed, you're conditioned. Second, slow down. Your first reaction is System 1, fast, emotional, instinctive. Pause long enough for System 2, slow, deliberate thinking, to take over. Third, apply the Raven framework to every story. Reputation. Is this genuine trust or calculated performance? Ability to see. Do you spot the hidden patterns or only the surface story? Vested interest. Does this protect you or the people in power? Expertise. Are the sources genuine specialists or just talkers with titles? Neutrality. Does this present facts or favor an agenda? When you run news through Raven, you start seeing the scaffolding behind the story. and how much of it is built to influence, not inform. Fourth, ask who benefits. When a story is framed a certain way, which government arm, lobby group, advertiser, or corporate interest gains from that angle? And why are they so eager for you to see it in that light? Fifth, compare globally. What's headline news in one country may be invisible in another. Doesn't that alone tell you the story isn't about truth, but about agenda? Finally, check your emotions. If a story makes you furious, terrified, or desperate to keep watching, that's by design. Attention is the media's currency. Don't pay with your outrage. The media claims to show you the truth, but truth is always edited. This was Deceive and Believe. If you want more dark psychology exposed, hit like, subscribe, and stay sharp, because manipulation never sleeps.